Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to do this delicate shells stitch. And to do this stitch, it's preferred to do it with thinner yarn because it always looks really nice with thin yarn, but you can use any size that you like. This is a 4-ply for the US, 10-ply for Australia. But it's more of it's like a slightly thinner for some reason, just slightly thinner. But you can use any size yarn that you like and the appropriate hook size for that yarn. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a 5mm hook or a size H hook, and I'm going to do it on a little bit thicker yarn, which is also labeled as 4-ply for the US and 10-ply for Australia, but it does seem just a slight bit thicker. Like this one seems a slight bit thinner. I'm hoping it'll show the stitch a little bit more. The multiples of this pattern is 15 plus 2, and what that means is that you'll chain in sets of 15, 15, 15, and when you've got the width that you want, then add 2 more chains, and then you're ready to start. Okay, try to make sure that you don't make the beginning chain too tight. Don't make it too loose, don't make it too tight. Just make it, you know, a loose uniform as you can. Now I just chained 30, 2 sets of 15, and I'm ready to start. So I'm going to go ahead and do the chain 2, and then I'm ready to begin. So for row 1, you want to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. I'm going to get a little closer for you here. Okay, then you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I'm a little too close actually. There. Then you want to skip 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this 5th chain, you want to single crochet. And then you'll repeat this again and again for the whole row. You'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th chain over, you'll do a single crochet. So again, chain 5, skip 4, single crochet. Do that all the way to the end, and you should be ending on a single crochet in the last chain. Okay, so that's what row 1 looks like. So for row 2, you want to begin by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then turn. Now you're going to be working in, see this is the chain 5, you're going to be working in the middle chain, so the 3rd chain from the end. So 1, 2, 3, this is your middle chain, and you're going to be putting a single crochet in there. Then you have your next set of 5 chains here, and you're going to be working double crochets in these. The first 2 chains, you'll be putting 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, and then the center 3rd chain, you'll be putting 1 single crochet, and then you'll put 2 double crochets in the following chains. So it's going to be 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, the center will only be 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. And you won't be chaining at all before you start. So you've just done your single crochet. So then you just move on over, and be sure that you make sure that you're not going into the single crochet, but you're going into that first chain. To make sure, I always start by counting this far chain over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I know this is my first chain. Always make sure you got that first chain right. That was about the trickiest part of this whole pattern, was to make sure that you had the correct, you began in the correct chain. So 2 in that first chain, I'm putting 2 in the second chain, 1 single crochet in the center, and then 2 double crochets worked in the next 2 chains. Okay, I just got done. You should have a total of 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then once you've got your 9 double crochets worked across that chain 5, then you're going to move on over to your next chain 5, and you're going to do just like you did for this first chain 5 and find that middle chain. So you have a chain of 5. If you need to count from this side, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your middle chain, and you'll put a single crochet in that middle chain, and that anchors your shell. Now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find the middle chain as well in your next set of chain 5. So I'm just counting over 3. 1, 2, 3, and I know this is my center chain. And then basically you're back up to the beginning here. Now we need to do our next shell worked in our next set of 5. And remember, make sure you're going into the correct one. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my very first chain, and I'm going to put 2 double crochets worked in my first chain. Then 2 double crochets worked in your second chain. Then 1 double crochet worked in the third and center chain, and then again working 2 double crochets in the last 2 chains, giving you a total of 9 double crochets. Then again you're going to find that center chain because you want to anchor down your shell again. So you're going to count over 1, 2, 3. This is the center, and you'll be putting your single crochet there. To end this row, you want to chain 2, and then you want to put a double crochet worked in your ending single crochet. And that is the end of row 2. Okay, for row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to be working a single crochet in the top of your beginning double crochet where you ended last row. So in that first stitch, go ahead and put a single crochet. Then you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to find your second double crochet, or I should say your third double crochet, so you want to count over 2. So this is 1, 2. This is your third double crochet out of your shell. It's hard to see if you can see that on camera. So you're going to be working in the top of the third double crochet, and you're going to put a single crochet there. So you should have 2 double crochets here and a single crochet worked in the top of your third double crochet. Then you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you want to skip 3 double crochets this time. So 1, 2, and 3, and in the top of the 4th double crochet here, you're going to put a single crochet. So again, you're skipping 3, and in the 4th, top of the 4th, put your single crochet. Then you'll chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to move over to your chain 5 space. You're going to find that middle chain, and you're going to put a single crochet. So you're working over your shells here, and you're going to do the repeat again. You're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to find your first 3 double crochets of your shell, and you're going to be working it in this top of the third one here. So count over 1, 2, this is your third, put a single crochet there. And then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then this time you'll be skipping, make sure there's the first 3. This is your second 3. You'll skip all 3 of these double crochets, and then in the next one, in the 4th one, you'll be putting a single crochet. And then chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you'll be finding the center of your 5 chain here, and you'll be putting a single crochet there again, and then chaining 5, and then repeating it all the way down your row. And when you get to the end, after you've put your single crochet in the last part of your shell and you've chained 5, then you're going to want to move over. This is the beginning chain 5 from last row. You're you're going to find again that center chain. So I can count from the bottom here, 1, 2, 3. This is the third chain. This is the center chain, and you'll be putting a single crochet there, and that is the end of row 3. Okay, and that's the end of the repeat. From here on out, you'll be repeating rows 2 and 3 over and over and over again. This top that you just did was just like you worked here. So this is row 1, and then you're pretty much, this is row 2, and then this is row 3. You'll be doing rows 2 and 3 over and over again. But I'm going to go ahead and work another row here with you. So just like before, for row 2, you want to chain 5 and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and turn. And you want to find that center chain, the third chain of your first set of 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, this is the third chain, and you'll want to put a single crochet there. Then you're going to move over to this next set of 5, and you're going to be working your shell in it. So you'll find your first chain. Again, it's best if you just count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make sure that the first chain you use is your first chain and not your single crochet. And remember, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the first chain, 2 double crochets in the second chain. Again, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my 4th chain here. So I put 2 double crochets worked in the first 2 chains. You want 1 double crochet in the center chain, and then you'll work 2, my hair's in the way, 2 double crochets in the next 2 chains for a total of 9 double crochets. And then once you've done that, you need to find your center of your next chain 5 and single crochet to anchor your shell. I'm fighting with my yarn here. Okay. So then you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you want to move on over here to this next set of 5 and count over 1, 2, 3. Find that middle chain. This is 1, 2, 3. This is my middle chain. And you'll single crochet there, and then you're going to go right back in and start your shell again. And again, I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to make sure I know which one is my first chain. I would always recommend counting to make sure you're always starting in that correct chain, because it's very, very important. And again, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the 4th. Working in your chains from behind can be kind of, it can be hard to tell sometimes where your stitch is. So once you get done with your shells, you should have 9 double crochets, and then you'll find your center of your 5 chain here, and you will put your 1, 2, 3 single crochet there. And then at the end of a shell row, every time you're ready to end it, you'll always chain 2 and then find that beginning single crochet and put a double crochet in it. It'll be like that on the end of every shell row. So for row 4, we'll be repeating row 3. So chain 1 and turn, and work a single crochet in the top of the double crochet. Then you'll chain 5, 3, 4, and 5, and then again you'll move over to your shells again. You'll skip your first 2 double crochets and work a single crochet in the top of the 3rd double crochet. Then chain 5 again, 3, 4, and 5. Then you'll skip 3 double crochets, and then you'll double crochet in the 4th. Just make sure I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I skip 2, put 1 here, skip 3, then put 1 in the 4th. Then chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you'll put a single crochet in the center of this chain 3. Then chain 5 again. You'll be doing a lot of chaining 5s. Then again, you'll repeat your row again. You'll skip the first 2, putting a single crochet in the 3rd, chain 5 again. Then you'll skip 3 double crochets and putting single crochet in the top of the 4th. Then you'll chain 5 again. Then you will find your center. When you're ready to end your row, it's going to be the same as you would if you were here. You're going to find that center of 5. So I'm going to count from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. This is my 3rd, and you'll end your row by putting a single crochet in that 3rd chain. And that's how you'll repeat it over and over and over again. And this is the one where I've done a few more rows, and you can see how that middle section is going to be very lacy with shells in a row. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to like and share this video. It really helps me out a lot. And if you haven't checked out my Facebook page or any of my social media, you can find the links down below. We have a group on Facebook for crochet where you can share the things you've crocheted and just, you know, talk to other crocheters. It's called Crochet for the Masses, and we'd love to see you there. So that's it. Thank you so very much for watching.